trucks flying, 44s by my side and I'm grinding. Bad timing, trying to keep from dying. Yeah, but I'ma get that paper. I'm riding, trucks flying.
YouTube, what's the deal? It's your boy Zay. We back with another episode. Everybody been waiting. The wait is over for the week. Anyway, what I need y'all to do first is comment, subscribe, turn that bell on so you can be notified when I drop. Smash that like button like you fresh out the penitentiary and it's a bad bitch. Y'all know my saying. Anyway, we gonna jump straight into this, man. This is crazy y'all, normal to us. Episode 2. This one's gonna be titled Real Dope Boy, because that's, you know what I mean, that's what I was. First and foremost, I hope everybody's staying safe. Happy Mother's Day out there to all the mothers, you know what I mean, on your grind, doing your thing. With or without a guy, don't matter, you're still getting it, right? Anyway, happy Mother's Day. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVP. I know it's tomorrow, but this is gonna drop late tonight, so just a little catch up. Y'all can see the monitors. Finally got my monitors and audio. Spent a lot on them hoes, but hey man, I needed them for my music. Anyway, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm dressed up a little bit. Mother's Day, we had a little cookout for my girl, her sister, and you know, my pops, stepmom came through and whatever. Had the family over, so as much as we can through all this stuff, you feel me? So yeah, but like what I want to say first, man, is that I ain't out here doing this shit no more, right? I already told y'all. Any law enforcement watching, you can look, dig up, whatever. I already did my time for my shit. You know, I already told y'all 8944, that's my number. I already did my time for anything I committed. The story is, you know, statute of limitation. You can dig up as much as you want. You can't get me on nothing, bro. I already did my time for all this. We got caught and ratted on. Basic shit, how it goes. Y'all know how it goes. So anyway, I'm gonna try to keep this short because I don't want to go over like at least 20 minutes. But yeah, man, let's get started. So when I first got out of boys' school, for y'all that don't know, boys' school is a juvenile prison in the state of New Mexico for serious offenders. It's not like a group home or not. It's like a legit prison, right? For a juvenile prison. Some people call it JIT camp. Some people call it YA. Ours is called boys' school, right? New Mexico boys' school. So when I got out of boys' school, I was 18, man. I had a youthful, that's till you're 21. Got out when I was 18 with good time. Went when I was 13, so I was down there like, what, 5-6 years? But that's another story. Anyway, so got out, and I got this girl pregnant right away. My daughter's not a mistake. I love my baby to death, but I should have thought about shit, you know what I mean? Did shit the right way. But when you're fresh out, you know what I mean? Fresh out the penitentiary, you want to jump on the first thing you see, right? And that's pretty much what happened, because this should have never, you know, I should have never done it that way or whatever. But I love my baby, firstborn, my baby Alina, Gigi, that's my baby, right? So anyway, so I got her mom pregnant, and I was gonna go to Scottsdale, Arizona, man, and be a chef. I got 18 credits in the culinary industry, you feel me? Like, I was really pushing to do that. They had an apartment set up, but Mom always told me to be a man, right? So I stuck around. I wasn't going to leave my baby. And came back home. Things didn't work out, me and her mom, and I came back to Roswell. I was living up in Albuquerque with her. Came back to Roswell, and it was hard, man. I wasn't making no money. I was trying to survive. Take care of a little girl, you know what I mean? You feel me? And living with moms and dad, that's how shit went. Anyway, Dad was the man back then, so you know, Dad was really pushing them packs, and you know, he tried his hardest to keep me out of that. But I've always been a hustler. Before I went to boys' school, I was already trapping since I was like 11 years old. No joke, no gas, buying my own Jordan. I know Mom couldn't do it, you know what I mean? So I was out here pushing my own shit. Homie put me on, and I hit the ground running. You feel me? So anyway, yeah, I'm out here struggling, man. Can't find no job, living on Mom's couch and shit. Got a little baby, you know, I'm trying to pursue this music, and you know, I made a choice, man, that altered my life, and kept asking Pops, put me on. He didn't want to, throwing me money. You know what I mean? I ain't never one for handouts, but one thing I can say is the only person that ever gave me handouts was my Pops, right? So you know, they showed me the game young, and I jumped in, man. Dad he agreed finally or whatever, and let me do me. So the deal was when my pops went to sleep at night, I'd run my business through the crib at night, you know. And started off little zip, something like that. And we pushing dope, you know, meth, whatever. Started off small, started pushing it, boom, boom, boom. One thing led to another, and I was out there, man. I was up to 5 zips on my own. And that was all mine, you know what I mean? And I'm getting them for the low, because my pops is, you know what I mean? I'm the plug son, so I'm getting them extremely low, and it's all profit, right? Boom, 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 just coming in. And like I said, I ain't never used, man. That was the thing, you know. I'd always keep people around me. I'd always keep a girl with me that I wasn't smacking, you know. So no feelings were involved, just strictly business. They would make my food, whatever. You know, wash my clothes, steal me clothes if I needed it, whatever. Hold my dope, count my money. You know, they always held me down. And I kept a couple of those around. Never nothing, never just homegirls, straight homegirls, right? So I'm out here pushing, you know, hotel to hotel, whatever. Doing big ass shit. I mean, you can ask anybody. You know, I was throwing bands. I remember one specific time, me and my homie Q, Seuss, Mikey Drums, my brother Lo. Hey, shout out to my boys. I was 20 years old, man. We went and did a show in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I took 7 racks with me, and I probably threw $4,000 at the strip club. I was throwing hundreds. I was drunk. You know, I was faded, and it was crazy. Another story, but anyway, yeah. So I was getting it in, man. I was getting it hard, like really, like. Dudes out here be acting like they're pushing because they're flipping a few zips, a pea, some bud, whatever. You know what I mean? I was making like $1,900 to $3,000 every single day. You know, it wasn't a day that stopped. You know what I mean? So we were packing. You know, we were getting it in, right? So we're moving all this shit, and it's crazy, man. You know, everything good comes to end, and I still remember I had 7 ounces. No, not 7 ounces. I had 7 grams. Bag different. Told my mom's, well, first of all, I was with my boys all night, right? So I come home from a late night, and with the homies, and I'm gonna get some sleep, right? So I tell my mom's, yo, can you hold my stuff? Blase, blase. Yeah, she holds it, right? Give it to her. I give her my little bag. And I had a bad feeling. I swear to you, mark my words, you know, God strike me dead. My dad had a bad feeling that morning. He's out there digging up cash or whatever he's doing in the back. He's like, yo, we're taking off. We're leaving right now. We're going to leave. I said, all right, cool. Let me sleep for a little while. You know, they still got to do some things, take care of some stuff, and we're going to, I guess, split town. The way stuff was back then, when shit would go wrong, my dad would literally get another house the same day. We'd move the same day, leave everything, and just go. And he'd get everything new. You know what I mean? My pops was a hustler. Like, it was crazy. So we would do that a lot. So we're moving, right? I didn't know if we were moving out of town or what, but I'm like, all right, bet. Wake me up when y'all ready to go. You know, that life, man, it's kind of hard to live because you're kind of living out of a bag, honestly, because you never know what's going to happen next or where you're going to be next. All you know is you got a lot of money, and you know what I mean? It never stops. You just keep going and going when you get sucked into that shit, man. So, we're going to move that day, right? And Pops had a bad feeling. I go lay down. I go in my little brother's room. Gonna crash out. Boom. Check the phone. You know, it's probably like 7 in the morning. Check my phone. Put it down. Take my shirt off. Take my J's off. Whatever. I put my shit right there, right? And I remember as soon as I laid on the bed, I heard I had a strap in the room. I heard boom. Door gets kicked in. So yeah, boom. Door gets kicked in, and not really a trap spot, but where you pumping packs out of, people be hating. So first instinct, they're trying to rob us. Boom, jump up. I start going for the strap, and I remember, I had a chopper. I start lifting the bed up to get the chopper. As soon as I lifted the mattress up, bam, I hear Roswell Police Department, everybody down. I said, shit. Grabbed my phone, broke the phone on the wall. There was nothing I can do, man. I just stood there with my hands up because I knew they were coming in, right? So they opened the door, boom, get on the ground, SWAT team, straight SWAT. And took us outside, man. I remember my little baby brother Jimmy, he's like 19 now, but he was like 10, man. They cuffed us all, even the kids. they gave him a little blanket. You know, he was being defiant with the cops. They take us outside. They're like, yo, we're gonna be here for a while. We already got Ray in the back. That's my dad. They already had my dad in the back in the cop car, right? So we're like, damn, like this really happened. Like this really just happened, right? And we're tripping. And so they have us outside, right? Sitting there talking to us, trying to find info out, whatever. Said that they found like I think 10 or 7 ounces. I don't know how many ounces. They found ounces of meth though under my dad's seat in the Jeep. We had a little Jeep. So you know, we're in for it. We already know. And my shit's stashed. Mom stashed my stuff, but they're gonna find it, you know. So we just you know, the cops let us leave. They let me and my mom and little brother and sister leave. We're walking. No phone, no money, nothing. Everything's in the house. Can't take nothing. Let us leave walking. These are agents. You know what I mean? FBI. Everybody. Like the alphabet boys. Real shit. And so we leave. We go to 3rd Street, our cousin's house, and we're tripping. Like, yo, what's going to happen? We don't know. Everybody's tripping. You know what I mean? And the way it works down here, they'll catch you, let you out of jail till they get that warrant signed and they come take you to jail, right? So, boom. We go back to the house, man. Everything's completely trashed. They found the bag. They found my ID. They took my money. I think they took like 40 stacks off my dad or something like that. They found close to 5 in my stuff. And that dope, you know what I mean? My dope. And we didn't know what was going to happen at that point, right? So we're reading through the warrant. Basically, what you know, I don't want to put it out there like that, but check it out. I'm not going to say no names, but there was this dude, right? We took care of this dude. Like, we'd help him. My dad would give him work if he needed work. Bond him out of jail. Anything he needed, my dad was going to help him, right? Because he was one of the workers. Well, this dude, he didn't have power at his house for whatever reason. He ran an extension cord across the street to his house from his neighbors. Cops seen that, stopped him, woke him up because he was sleeping, taking him to jail because he had a speeding ticket, man. A speeding ticket. And because of that, this slimy ass dude, like he's a rat, you know what I mean? And they don't get no respect from me, but this slimy ass dude goes and tells on us, like, over a speeding ticket. My dad would have bonded this nigga out. If he would have called, my dad would have got him out of jail, but he tells on us over a speeding ticket. So that's how that all took place. That's when we ratted, you know. So they took my dad up there. They let us go. Pops get home that night and he's like, man, we can run. We just don't know where, you know. And it's at that point in your life, man, when it happens like that, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna go through some shit. It's rough, man. Like, where can you go? Honestly, where can you run to? We ain't got family in California, you know what I mean? Places like that. Where can we run to? So a couple days go by and nothing happens, right? It's like on a Wednesday, I had to pick up a little job doing a roof because we're broke, man. We're going through it. They just took everything. They took the whip. They took our TVs. Everything. Took the house deed. Everything they could take, they took that shit. The cops did, right? So we're out here trying to work and shit. We ain't trying to pick up no packs. None of that. Plugs cut us off. Hey, thank you for all the years y'all helped us, but that's it. We're done, right? That's what's expected, man. You got to know what you sign up for. That's what comes with it. Ain't nobody gonna sit there and put their family in jeopardy for you, no matter how much money you made them. That's why I steady be telling y'all these streets ain't worth it, bro. They ain't loyal. There ain't no loyalty. There ain't no loyalty. My mom had to fight with these dudes just to try to help us get a lawyer because they're like, yo, we're done with y'all. We've already made them probably close to a $500,000 ticket. You know what I mean? And they're like, yo, we're done. Boom. Whatever. It's like, all right, bet, cool. You know, so we go, you know, Wednesday morning, picked up that little job, man. I'm smoking. This shit made me nervous. It heats me up about that rat, you know what I mean? Anyway, picked up that job. I'm sitting there doing the roof, boom, 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 busting it out. My uncle Joaquin, he just working at the newspaper, and he calls me, and he's like, hey, man, everything going good? And I said, yeah, well, what's up? He's like, I hope that, he's like, just calm down, just chill out, listen to me, okay? So what's up? He's like, you're Roswell's most wanted in the newspaper. They got you in there for trafficking. I was like, damn, man. You know, that's when it really set in that this shit's real, man. This shit's real out here. Y'all gotta understand it, man. I was a kid. I ain't never had a chance. I grew up in the penitentiary, juvenile penitentiary, and now I'm facing these adult charges. I ain't even, you know what I mean? Roswell's most wanted, front page of the newspaper. That shit's gonna hit everywhere tomorrow. So I'm like, shit, need to lay low. I'm hiding out. I'm hiding out at homie's house. I'm hiding out at hotels. Just enough time so I can see my kids, you know what I mean? I want to see my babies before I go, right? I'm going to go sit down for a little while. So, I'm hiding out or whatever. And, my dad goes down there mad. Like, yo, y'all are trying to F with me. Y'all are effing with my kids. Y'all are just trying to get to me. Here I am. Everything was mine. Here I am. Take me to jail. They're like, we ain't taking you. We want your son. We're going to come get you next, though. And he's like, y'all are just effing with my kids. Like, everything was mine. My dad kept saying that, man. Everything's mine. Signed that shit in court. And, he was my co-defendant, you know what I mean? And, they were trying to keep us away from each other, but they kept going to the house looking for me, and I was hiding out, like I said. Anyway, so the last day that they went looking for me, well, they thought they were going looking for me, but they weren't. They were going to pick up my pops. So they go swoop him up, take him in, right? Boom. We're about to do the long haul. And, I was sitting there in the hotel, I told my moms, I gotta turn myself in, Mom, I gotta face this. Thank God that he got me through that. I thank God every day that he got me through this shit, man. But I told moms I gotta face this, and I went to the hotel, man. My aunt, shout out to my Aunt Alice, she's like my second mom, man. I love her so much because she's always been there, you know what I mean, no matter what. I told her I'm turning myself in tomorrow. She said, hold on, I'll be there in 3 hours. Drove from Albuquerque with my babies over here to let them spend the night with me before I turn myself in, right? So, slept with the kids, my ex-girlfriend. Everybody was there in the hotel, and they're just saying bye to me, whatever, because, man, like, that's a serious charge, you know what I mean? You about to do some time. So, the next morning comes. It's time to handle business, you know what I mean? I made my bed, I gotta sleep in it. I know what I signed up for. I ain't gonna go in there and blame anybody. I ain't gonna go in there and, you know what I mean? Nothing. I'm gonna take my charge like a man, and I'm gonna sit my ass down till I'm done with this, right? So I'm keeping my mouth closed. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna turn myself in. So I meet my mom at the police department. I go like at 10 in the morning. I'm like, I love you, Mom. I'm sorry. I hug her and stuff like that. And I go to jail. They take me to jail, like, yo, that sucks that you turn yourself in. We was trying to get a big payday off of this. I'm like, man, fuck these cops. But, yeah, so they take me in, man, and I'm walking in, and they got us all down on this same case, right? My brother, he got 8 years, or he got 8 to 10 off of the same charge. My dad, he got 5 years off of this charge, and me. So I'm walking through county, right? And you see all the pods that are putting me in Charlie. It's a like for younger people that are, that act up and shit, whatever. So I see my pops over there. He's like, what's up? What happened? And I'm just like, you got me, you know what I mean? He's like, keep your head up, son. I love you. Through the windows, we're talking, right? Keep your head up. And I'm like, cool. So, boom, start the court process. I'm in there, man. And I'm praying like I've always been to God, but, I got my mistakes too. So I'm in there praying like, God, just please help me out. Whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it like a man, but just please be with me, So I'm praying, Mom's coming to see us. We're trying to stay okay through all this, and I'm telling y'all, man, it's crazy. I went to court, right? I see my dad in court, and we had paid lawyers or whatever, cause our case. So we weren't supposed to be together. We got together somehow though, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna tell him everything's mine. Don't worry. I'm like, nah, man, that shit was mine. Don't take my charge for me. Let me take my charge. He's like, no, that was mine. You know what I mean? I'm telling him it was mine. And you can't, you can't talk to your pops, say no. So I keep telling him no, he keeps saying yes. But, anyway, it was crazy how it happened, man. I'm in that holding cell. Everybody's going. Boom. They're like, no, leaving Dad in here. And my dad and them were trying to put the bond up for me and everything prior to that so I can get out. Before I went and turned myself in. But, just didn't work like that, man. And, everybody keeps going and coming back. I'm the last one in there. Hours, bro. And I'm like, what's going on? It was crazy, man. So finally a guard comes, and it's like 4 o'clock, bro. They're already closing down, and he's like, yo, you're still here? I'm like, yeah, man, what's up? He's like, I don't know, they must have missed your case. So they take me out there. The judge already got his thing undone and everything, and he's like, we got another case? And he's like, yeah, y'all missed it. Everybody's gone from the courtroom. And I'm on a $75,000 cash only bond, dog. I mean, that's close to 100 racks, cash only. You know what I mean? And I go up there for the front of the judge, you know, and it's crazy, bro. God was just with me. God told me 7 days I'm gonna get you out. 7 days. I didn't believe it, but 7 days, man, it was wild. God got me out, and He got me out. They released me on OR. Started going to my courts while I was out. I ended up with a deferred sentence because my dad talked for me, man. He said it was his, so I ended up with a deferred sentence of trafficking. I had to do 2 years of probation, and I messed it up, man. I ended up with a felony. That's a story for another day. But yeah, man, it was crazy. It was a crazy life. I was running through money. I was out here pushing packs. You know what I mean? Real packs, like real trapping. Like everybody says, oh, you're trapped. This. Like I don't know what a real trapper was, man. Border stops. Like we was doing it. We was really doing it. But it don't last, man. That's the thing I'm telling y'all. It does not last. And 80% of people, when they get up in that jam, they'll throw you under the bus. They ain't gonna hold it down for you. So it ain't even worth it at the end of the day, homie. We lost everything. They took the car, the TV, the house, everything. You ain't gonna get to keep that stuff. They ain't gonna let you keep your money. I don't even know how much money they took off us that day, but it just goes to show. And this was someone close to us. This was someone my dad would take his shirt off and give it to this nigga if it was raining. You know what I mean? Like somebody close to us that used to come clean our yard. Clean a yard, man. My dad will pay that fool $200 just to clean the yard and get him high. Just, they used to call it the race special because he be helping people out like that. Like he really be helping people out, and they don't get that, man. Whenever people are like that, that's 1 in a million because, this world ain't like that, man. Look what happened. Somebody that close to us that knows my little brother and sister's names, that's been there on their birthdays, like knows them, you know what I mean? Knows their names, knows that they're little babies. Just because he don't want to go sit in jail for 3 days, he's gonna send us to jail, and we all went to prison over this shit. You know what I mean? That's what it's like. These streets are ugly, man. This shit get ugly, and people don't realize that. They don't tend to realize how ugly this shit can really get. Like I've been a real dope boy. I already, you know what I mean? I did that shit, bro. We all did. And we don't got nothing from that. We don't have nothing from that. You know what we got from that? Honestly, the only thing that I have left from that is a prison number. That's it. Let that sink in. A prison number. That's it. That's all my dad got. Is all, that's all we have from that life. And because my mom actually got murdered while we were all locked up. I got out 3 days before her funeral. But she died while I was in the penitentiary. I was locked up while he was in prison. While my other brother was in prison. Where my little baby brother was 12 years old in prison, in boys' school already. You know what I mean? That's how far this shit goes, man. You gotta think about this shit before you do it, because it goes a lot further than the money and the cars and the girls. It goes a lot deeper than that shit, man. Honestly, a lot deeper. And people don't tend to realize that, man. Stop and appreciate what you have, and if you want more, go get it the right way, man. Don't do that, because I know it's easy. Yeah, it's easy, and yeah, we were living life. We were pushing packs. We were getting in. Niggas out here think that they're doing something. Man, you know what I mean? I was 19 with walking around with 50 racks in a backpack. You know what I mean? With a big ass Glock. I've done it. I've been there. I've had people do anything I want them to do. I've had grown ass killers cry like, yo, let me go put in work. Who's disrespecting you? I'm like, man, ain't nobody, I need to work, and I know that you know what I mean? And that ain't nothing to glorify, but I'm just telling y'all, I've been there and I've done that. And that shit don't get you nowhere. Everything I got right now, we work our ass off for this shit. Me and my girl. I ain't out here selling meth. I ain't doing it like that, you know what I mean? Just a life I once lived, man, and like I said, I ain't here to glorify that, because that shit gets deeper. It gets so deep, and people don't understand that it don't matter. It don't matter summer, winter, fall, what year it is, what time of night. The penitentiary will always have a place for you if you want it. No matter what. No matter what. The penitentiary will always have a bed for you if you want it. And it's up to you to take it or leave it. You know what I mean? You're going to find trouble if you go looking for it. You're going to get into something if you go looking for it. That's just how shit goes. And I'm saying this to add, I ain't out here trying to glorify nothing, man. I've been through it. I lived it, and I hope I could touch one of y'all enough to make you stop doing that shit, because trust me, it ain't gonna get you nowhere. In 2 years, you know what you're gonna be doing? Getting out of prison with some of your family members dead with not a dollar in your pocket, because this shit don't last, man. It doesn't last. I'm telling y'all, it don't last. So, anyway, I'm gonna end with that. Like I said, man, I hope everybody's staying safe, keeping their family close in this crazy time right now, holding your loved ones close, and just staying safe, man. And yeah, man, let me know what videos y'all want to see next. We got Heat Talk and some more vlogging coming up. But yeah, man, happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers. I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, it's my channel, man. I hope y'all like my new video. Be sure to look out for the next one coming soon. We out.
Still hugging the 9 and wondering what's above him. But for now he'll live with what's around. Loading rounds and inked up with the crazy town. From South Park to Sioux Town, to the base back down. Trying to snatch the crown, Rossburg was the playground. And only weighing 135, but his balls weigh 10 pounds when he got 240.